Koseso in the building. Make some noise. Hey, you look absolutely stunning. Thanks so much for coming through.
Thank you for
having me.
Na
kwa hiyo video niko tu na swali mbili. Unatumia mafuta gani na ni nani alikupaka?
Ukimaliza kujibu hiyo ukuje kwangu kabla niisahau.
Natumia mafuta ya
Koko butter.
Ilikuwa nini? Coconut oil actually.
See? Close.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Na Laura ndo ananipakanga.
Ni mimi. Hakuna mwingine mnatafuta nani ana point huko tu ya distract.
Mimi nataka kujua the energy. Unaimba kutoka unasikia ile kilindini cha moyo wako. Hiyo ndo ninaiona.
Kilindini?
Deep down.
Ni kilindini.
Songa Laura unitrust. Angalia unaimba hiyo wimbo ni
kilindini haikuwa ni haba.
Thank you.
Kilindini is a haba.
Ati haba na haba inajaza
ni sheep haba FARBOUR.
Nakwambia ni cha moyo wako. Angalia kilindini cha moyo wako.
Refers to the main area and Mombasa, Kenya.
Hapana Laura ametafuta Kenya.
Significant landmark for maritime activities and trade in the East African region.
Kilindini Mwarongo.
Kilindi cha moyo wako.
But kilindi inamaanisha deep.
Forgive me, I come from the lakeside.
Wacha nikwambie Kiswahili nayo nilipass nikaenda home. Sikupita kijote. But where do you get that energy? Because hiyo ngoma unaimba like feel sana.
Energy nayo nakuanga nayo because I am a warrior queen. Yeah, so when you're born a warrior queen, nguvu ko tunazo za war.
Okay. What do you mean by warrior queen?
Well, I like to think of myself as a warrior queen because I like to think of myself as someone who is on a mission. There is something I'm chasing after with my art. There is an assignment nimepewa na wakuu. Nifikishe. So mi niko commission sana. So that is why I like to think of myself as a warrior queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I like in your presentation is there's a lot of femininity, but there's energy. You know, and I think maybe that's how I describe a warrior queen, if you ask me, you know, performance heavy, but then for me na feel wacheni niwaambie confession na imagining saa 9 sasa niko kwa room yangu na kabaika na t-shirt. I'm my finest. I'm at my finest. That's exactly what it's giving. Is it something that you cultivated over time, or is it something that you picked up the minute you make on stage, because you've done background vocals for 2 bands? And even learned a skill.
More.
Really?
Yes, you know, I've worked with 2 main bands, but different artists.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've definitely picked up a few things. Is it something that is kama naturally wires crossed from birth? So the performance aspect, is it something you picked up, or is it something that you just had?
I think from a very early age. You know, there's a music festival, drama festival, wageni wakikuja shuleni perform.
Imba.
Sasa sisi ndo hawa watu wa welcome. So nimekuwa kwa industry for long. Yeah, but I started very young, and when I realized that I wanted to do music, I came to Nairobi for the first time, by the way, as an adult in 2018. Niliona KICC vizuri. Good times. And so when I was in the background doing those background vocals for a little while, nilikuwa na study. I was studying Nairobi, studying the industry, studying people, studying what kind of music inanifaa sana, inafanana na mimi. So initially when I came to Nairobi, mimi nilikuwa nimekuja kuimba reggae. Being a reggae tuko hivi. I love reggae, my goodness.
Unaweza songa side kidogo.
Naweza. So napenda reggae sana, but a friend of mine pointed to me that Kiafrika nafunga vibaya sana. So I was like, you know, I have nothing to lose. So I tried it, and naifunga. So that's how I got there. And then muziki za Kiafrika pia nimesikia for a while. My genre of music is actually majorly world music, inspired. Think Angelique Kidjo, Miriam Makeba, So those are the women I look at and I say, Susanna Owiyo, I'm coming.
I love that.
Umesema you're in a mission.
I'm on a mission.
What is your mission exactly?
Oh yes, I am a voice. Oh yes, I want to address societal issues, political issues. And by the way, my album is a story. It's called A Song for My Miracle Baby. The song ya Sereiko. And A Song for My Miracle Baby is a special tribute to my niece who was born through cryptic pregnancy. Yes, and was born na condition inaitwa amniotic band syndrome. That is when, you know, the womb inararuka kiasi, now kuna bands zinashikilia body parts za mtoto. So in severe cases zingine ita sever limbs za mtoto, but for my child, my niece, we lost the toes and fingers. So I feel like these are things we really need to talk about, because cryptic pregnancy is real, especially when it happens so close to you. And then imagine you had a baby without knowing you're pregnant, and the baby has come with less limbs.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I sat down and imagined what kind of mental torture my little sister was going through, because I myself was going through my own mental, because this is new. One day I'm free, the next day we are responsible for this baby. None of us has been a mother before. And there is this amniotic band syndrome. Nobody has ever had that in our family. So first of all, our first thought was, Amani, do we have gene issues, you know? Then we went to research, we find that it has nothing to do with the mother, ni tu makosa imefanyika na inaweza fanyika. So I think I want to be a voice. I want to talk about these societal issues, political issues, especially now that we're living in very interesting times.
Fact.
Politically, we are almost in 25th June very soon, and memories are heavy, you know. So I feel like an artist should represent the times.
I love that.
Yeah.
Artists should represent the times. I like that you mentioned your niece. I also have a secret obsession with my niece, whose name is also Laura.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm just collecting my warriors. Yeah. Tutakuja kuovertake nchi. Kila mtu anaitwa Laura. You too. Called Laura now, blessed. But it's interesting that you mentioned that. I believe that we must all leave an impact, and as an artist, what's your biggest, where do you draw inspiration from?
I think my own experiences. Before I wrote this album, kuna yenye nilikuwa nimepoteza before. And then my producer Joash just came and nikama I was falling nikadakwa. You get? And when I was writing this new album is when my niece was born.
Oh.
So you know, when this chick came, it just brought a whole new meaning to this biashara ya muziki. And so my inspiration just comes from my experience.
I love that. Now let's talk your feats. One, they eat all the time. Body is banging. Lotion is lotioning. Good job, Laura, again. How do you come up with the outfits?
Oh, Laura. She's my stylist.
Where?
Yeah.
What's the vibe around it?
So
unakuwa umempea brief gani?
Like
I think she curates something and then I make it Koko.
Oh, that's nice.
So she creates something. She understands. She's my little sister, ananijua. So she knows how far I can go, what my style looks like, and then whatever she brings that may not be familiar to me, I will make it Koko.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Right.
I like it. I hope you guys may acknowledge my personality will change.
Yeah, at this point,
notice. Yeah. I'm trying something different. But I'm excited to see what you do next. I think
it's a show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ankole Grill. Come through.
Which one?
Kilimani.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, from 7 I have a show tomorrow. From 7, come enjoy your game. Atakuwa hapo anapiga show vibaya sana. Also stream my music.
As they should.
Yes, stream my music. The album is dope. Continue watching Aserem Nijazi's views, my goodness. And yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I think when I ask what next, it's like maybe I'd try to quick up pressure album. But can we expect some videos, some remixes to some of the songs that you've already released?
I think yes, you should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd like that. Who would you like to probably have a collaboration with artistically?
Ikenya yetu.
No, kama ujasema msanii wangu najua atuko in sync, but fine, sema.
Msanii wako ni nani?
Awe sema.
Yata maybe when msanii tunaweza fanya kitu. Let me see. Natamaningi Susanna Will. That woman is just legendary.
Yeah.
I think we have, if not so much, but a little bit in common when it comes to the kind of music we do or the kind of music we listen to, I guess. So I think she's a woman I would love to just write something with.
I love
really,
that.
Yeah.
What would be your advice for upcoming vocalists? I mean, the industry na certain standards, na certain rules that you must fit. There's certain expectations of you as a female artist. This is what you should sound like. This is what you should look like. This is what you should sing about. What would be your advice to an upcoming female artist?
I think first of all, if you want it, first of all, if you want it bad enough, you'll be able to chase it for long, figure out exactly what you're trying to do, exactly what is your goal with what you're chasing after with your music, and just try as much as you can to bring yourself around people who see your vision, so that they can help you get there, because it can be very hard when you don't have a team. I'm lucky I got mine so soon. And first of all, mimi napendanga kuambia watu, girls have gone through a lot of things in the industry, a lot. They go through abuse, they go through and I'm very grateful that I have not experienced certain things. I've always been sheltered, Mimi, in a way. So I think first of all, scripts za kila mtu ni different, jani ni different, lakini kama unaitaka sana, iende yaki utaipata.
I love that. Natalie said almost the same thing.
Yeah. If you want it bad enough, it will come.
Maybe different wording, but she does say the same thing. True. So it's nice. I like that I'm meeting women who share the same values.
At least ataka kila kitu tunapatana somewhere. True. Which is very, very important. At least tukiwa voice from every other angle, tutasaidia anyone who's younger than us or any other lady who's watching and anataka kuwa kama sisi. Some of us don't go. Some of us just work hard. We believe in God. Tunizo Koredi, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you. Nitabidi nikuje one of your events because
the one thing I've noticed, sneaker game iko sawa hapa hivi.
Hapa ni
swagger noma sana.
To your man.
Tunizo, twende break kiasi.